another layover on the Cassiar Highway. I'm just, I think, about 300 miles from the Alaskan Highway now, and I'm thinking I might try to get there today, but I'm probably going to end up just short of it. It's about 11 o'clock, a little bit of a later start, but I got a video done this morning, finished it this morning, and got a workout in. Here. It's quiet. The Cassiar Highway is through the trees up there. You're probably not going to be able to see it. One of many gravel turnoffs on the highway that I've seen. There's a lot of logging out here and just a lot of kind of like industrial stuff, I guess, and this is one of many. I passed a couple spots and I as I was driving last night, and I finally was just like, okay, that's two now that I've passed, and I'm not one for turning around and going back. And I was like, okay, the next one I see, I'm just gonna take it. And there's a creek up here, so I'm able to walk down to the creek, and there's a bridge up here, and it was a good place to stop. So, and of course, Capone. I swear, you know, it just almost seems like when I let him out, he does his best to just get as far away from me as possible. And some days it's just getting to be a little... I hear him over there. He's just exploring. But I have to really keep an eye on him here. I've seen 9 or 10 bears. Yeah, there he is. Once I'm in an area, like I've been here overnight, got here at like 5 last night. Once I'm in an area and I'm making noise and everything, I'm a little more comfortable about him being out and not constantly in my sight. I've made enough noise here talking to him and yelling at him that a bear knows that I'm here by now and would probably skedaddle. A bear doesn't want to be around me. So still working with the Osmo here. We'll see how this goes. I think I like it. This eyeball. Hi. Oh yeah, okay, if I stare at the eyeball, it's weird because I have to use my cell phone here, and of course it's I actually realized I was watching somebody else's videos, and I realized, you know, we're used to looking at people's faces when we talk, right? We're used to looking at their face, looking them in the eye. So when you have your monitor of your video camera, or in this case, a cell phone, reflecting back to you what you're recording, your instincts tell you to look at you, because you look at people, you don't look at machinery when you talk. And I realize that's why so many of us have a challenge. It's not that we're looking at ourselves, we talk to humans. We don't talk to machines. And in the video world, we have to learn to talk to machines, because that's how I connect with you, through this machine. Okay, bye. Another beautiful sight. I gotta tell you, okay, I didn't mean to do all this talking. So this road trip so far is really helping me realign maybe how I'm going to travel, I think, from now on. You know, I'm always in a hurry. I've said it before. I don't know why to get to from point A to point B. But this road trip, God, do I want to share this with you? I've been not wanting to share this with you just because I don't want it to be construed as anything other than what it is. But I'm going to go ahead and share it with you. I shared in the beginning of the trip that my budget was a little tight. Well, because of some things that I had to pay, some really big bills right before I started this road trip, I've actually been, this last 2 weeks, going slow because I'm waiting for my next payday. You know, I have an emergency reserve, but that money doesn't count. I don't pay attention to that. That doesn't exist in my world. I have a working budget that I work with, and that is a lot lower than I wanted it to be when I started. I have a threshold in my working budget account, and I didn't want to get below that. So I've really been taking my time waiting basically for my next payday. And that has forced me to just not be in a hurry at all. I'm like, at all. So I wake up in the morning and I'm like, yeah, okay, no hurry to get on the road. I think the longer days is also helping. I looked out my window because I have to black out everything inside at 11 o'clock last night, and it was still light out. It's hard. I don't like it. I like to be able to lay in my bed at night and look at the stars, but I literally have to black out everything as much as I can to try to get some sleep. So, but the longer days, I think also I have more energy. I can drive until 5 or 6 o'clock. You know, I usually say that I don't drive past 3, and so that might also be helping. But I'm just really, I stop along the way. Oh my God, I found a place yesterday. I didn't feel like going back to get the camera. It was a rest area on a little tiny lake, and I walked down. There was actually a path that I could walk down to the lake, and it was a little dock. And I just got to hang out there for a minute. It was beautiful. And doing some sightseeing, and it's really awesome. This is really a good way to travel. And making videos about the places that I travel really also helps me to stop and just enjoy the trip. But this is a road trip. This is a full-on, like, exciting, adventurous road trip. You know, my normal everyday life, traveling through Arizona, traveling through Nevada. You know, I've already been there, already seen that, and I guess some of the novelty has worn off. And so what I'm thinking about is, how am I going to make it interesting and adventurous and exciting again next year? And of course, there's tons more to explore. But this is where I thrive. This is where I come alive. New experiences, adventure, living on the edge a little bit. I mean, it's very, very remote out here. I barely, I've had maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, okay, maybe a half hour I stopped of internet in the past 3 or 4 days, of a cell signal, period. And it's fun. It's exciting. This is the thing. This is what life is made of for me. So it's really exciting. And it's a good thing that my budget has been a little depleted, because it has really allowed me to take my time. I think that, if I had all the money, and what I'm doing is I'm rationing my gas, right? And if I had not had to do that, who knows? I might have missed some of this. And that's why, one more thing, that's why a few years ago I decided I never want to be rich. I dated somebody who had all the money he needed, all the money he ever wanted. Money was no object. Everywhere we'd go, he'd buy the most expensive of everything. Didn't even look at prices on menus. I mean, just a whole foreign world to me. And he wanted to marry me. And as tempting as it was, he was a great guy. He treated me like a queen. He would have done anything for me. And, for the first time in my life, I thought, oh my God, I would never have to worry about money for the rest of my life. I'd never experienced that before. But when it came down to it, I went on a trip. I went to Greece, and I went by myself, and I went on my budget, which of course is always a little bit of a budget. And I realized on that trip that I got to experience, I don't know, there's something about traveling on a budget that makes you, for me, explore different things. I don't know. If you have money, I guess you're tempted to always go toward the best of everything and kind of the crispy whitewashed, easy. I don't know. That's, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Well, that was his world anyway. The best of everything, everywhere he went. And there was just no excitement, no adventure in that. For me, half the adventure is, okay, let's see what we can string together with a little bit of what I have. And that's exactly what I've been experiencing on this trip. Let's, string together the little bit of what I have for the next couple of weeks and find adventure and fun, and it's been beautiful. So I turn on the camera sometimes and I talk too much. I don't know if I'll share this with you. Maybe I will. But yeah, it was after I broke up with him that I actually stopped buying lottery tickets. Like, true story. Because I realized I don't want to be rich. I really don't. And that's why, I live the way I live. I kind of by the seat of my pants. I think life is a little more interesting when you live by the seat of your pants. And, I'm not a penny pincher. I would rather, you can't take it with you, right? So, I don't know. That's just the way I choose to live my life today. Time to hit the road. Enough talking. Bye. What do you think, buddy? You ready to go? What do you think? You want to go? I hit the road? It's time.
I'm at Dease Lake. Yeah, Dease Lake. D-E-A-S-E Lake, which I knew was going to be like kind of like the biggest stop on this leg of the Cassiar. And I knew there would be gas here. Are you ready for this? So I thought $1.44, $1.45 a liter was bad. That's Canadian. This is $1.62 a liter Canadian. $1.63 basically. Holy crap. I don't even want to know. That's so $1.60, $1.40. I don't know. That's like 80 cents more Canadian a gallon. That's got to be $5 a gallon or more. Holy moly. But nice little grocery store. They have everything. That's I love this. This is fun. This is like how I've always dreamed of traveling. Remote roads. Like, you don't get that much anymore in the United States, you know, because everything is so built up and we have urban sprawl and suburban sprawl, and box stores and chains everywhere. But this is how I've always dreamed of traveling. So even if I have to pay $5 a gallon for gas, it is so worth it. And I haven't seen, you know, well, other than like Canadian Esso or whatever, other than the chain gas, I haven't seen a chain in days. I don't know when's the last time I saw a chain, but everything is independent, small business, which I love, of course. And this little grocery store has a really good selection. Like I started to say, they're like resupply points, and they stock up very well, but there's a really good selection of everything in there. They even have a deli, and they're barbecuing chicken, and it smells so good. And they've got burgers and breakfast in the deli, and then they have like a full grocery store with camping equipment, really good looking produce. I've been really impressed with the produce I have seen in the little towns here. Really, really good. And oh, and I forgot to mention, in Stewart on the border of Hyder, Alaska, they even had a thing of tofu in their refrigerator. So British Columbia in general, like especially the major chain stores, have had an amazing selection of vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free. And I've been able to see, well, yeah, again, in Stewart, even that little grocery store had a whole case of gluten-free. And sans gluten. That's not how you say it in French. Sans gluten? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, fun little stop, worth going in the grocery store, and especially if you're a meat eater, I would go in there and get something from the deli for sure. It smelled really good, and it looked really good. But yeah, so another 100 Canadian, which is $77 American. Oh, I was gonna check to see. I scoped out a couple places last night that I thought I might check out, and what milestones they were. I highlighted them. I already ripped a page. Hi, puppy! Here we go. 426 Blue River South Forest Service Road. 446. Alright, 426 through 447. But I think that's about where I am now, and I'm not ready to stop yet. So, oh no, that says Jade City. Huh. That's interesting. 685 kilometer. Oh, that would mean 285 more kilometers. Which is like 160 more miles. Yeah, that's about right. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna hit the road. Come on, bud. There will be more stops along the way. Oh, it's getting warm. Get up on your seat.
10 days.
We have radio. Yay.
But it's enough time for you to get into
Not very long, I'm sure.
Visit FindYourFord.ca
All right.
or local Ford store for details.
Oh, and Charlie's shop in town even says they have propane. Tire repair, towing, and propane. So if you need propane, I stocked up on everything in Prince George because I knew it was going to be slim pickings out here. So I should be good. At least I'm hoping till Whitehorse. Alright. Alaska Highway, here we come. And for the amount I paid for gas, you would think that at least their windshield wiper thing worked, or had soap and water, but it didn't. Petro Canada. Oh, and no cell signal either. Oh, crap. Which I'm fine with. Yeah, no cell signal. $234 to the Alaska Highway. Oh, wow. I'll make it to the Alaska Highway today. Well, I'll be. Look what happened. Look at this road. Oh my God, you hear that? Exactly, nothing. No rattling. Oh my God. I can't remember the last time I was on a smooth road. This is really nice. Wow. Ah, it's a dream. Oh my God, nothing is rattling. Huh? It's nice, isn't it, puppy? Hear that? Oh, bye. He's like, all right, now that we're not flopping up and down, I think I'll go back to bed. Oh my God, this is so nice. I guess a lot of the bumpiness is them getting ready to pave it. There have been a lot of construction signs and something that said the paving project was going to be this summer. So I imagine every summer they do a section at a time. And they have short summers here, so not a whole lot of time to get things done with a short season. I'm like 78 kilometers from the Alaskan Highway, so, and Watson Lake. I planned on stopping before the Alaskan Highway. Yeah, in about 20 miles. I don't know. We'll see. And I might just hunker down for a couple of days because I don't get paid for 2 more days and I'm out of money. So, that was always the plan. Hi! Just to get as far as I could. Hi! And I did pretty well. So, yeah. Not a big deal at all. Just sit for one day. Tomorrow is Sunday. I get paid hopefully on Monday, maybe Tuesday. And then I'm free and clear. This was just happened to be a rough 2 weeks. And I didn't want to delay my trip. I mean, there was no sense of delaying it when I could go, but I would just have to ration. Not a big deal. But if I can find a really good spot, it would be a good place, a good time to just stay put until Monday. But I haven't had a travel-free day, I think in over a week. Has it been that long? Yeah, I think I've been traveling. Oh my God, God, this road is so nice. Did your leg hurt, huh, puppy? Did your leg hurt, puppy? Haven't seen a bear today. Haven't seen my daily bear sighting, which is a little disappointing. Haven't seen a single moose or caribou yet. Hopefully those will come on the Alaskan Highway. Coming to the end of the Cassiar, but we're entering Yukon soon. Charlie Chief Creek. Oh my God, this road. Like peace and quiet. It's been so warm. Which sucks at night because I have to close everything up to block out the blazing sun at 9:30, 10 o'clock. Crazy. But what I do is I leave a tiny little crack by my bed and then turn on the fan in my bathroom to suck the air out. And so it sucks the cool air in through that tiny little slot and right over me as I lay in bed. So that's what Fantastic Fans are really good for. I can kind of channel cool air with an open window and a fan. You can do wonders, and it helps. But as I head north, I am looking forward hopefully to cooler temps. I wasn't quite prepared for 70s. Another rest area. Another gravel pit. Oh, there's probably, I guess, there for road work. I just had a cup of coffee. I'm chatty. Looks like there's people hunkering down for the night. Oh, let me tell you what time it is. 5 o'clock. Like, it's always like the same time of day here. You know how usually home of BC's largest natural lake. You know how usually you can kind of tell what time of day it is by the sun. You look straight up. If the sun is straight up, it's noon. Look over there, it's 3. I mean, even in the summer, here it just looks like it's the same time of day all day long. Caribou, next 25 kilometers. Entering world famous Jade City since 1985. This is there's a ton of jade mining here, and a lot of the world's jade comes here, and they said they import most of it to China. Oh, I don't know. I just talked to a guy who said I should stop, but I really don't feel like stopping. I'm not going to stop. Bye, Jade City. I'm sorry, I didn't feel like stopping. This is French Creek Recreation Site, which in my experience so far in British Columbia, recreation sites, oh, there's a camper here, offer free camping. Uh-huh. Boy, look at that monster that got down here over to the right. Holy moly. Alright, so it's beautiful. They look like they're totally like blocking a road. They are. They're like totally blocking a road. People really? Even I'm not that rude. Okay, this'll work. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Yeah, I think I want to back in. Oh, please stop your whining, Capone. They totally like blocked that whole loop up there. That wasn't very nice. I mean, not that I'd want to be there anyway, but I'd like to go explore. Alright. This is perfect. Huh, bud? Yeah, this will be great. How are we doing? We're not gonna run into anything? No, we just have to get level. Ooh, that feels perfect. What do you think, bud? Call it home? Are we home? For maybe a day, maybe 2 days? What do you think? You wanna go explore? Yeah? Okay, let's go explore.